Yeah. Woo! It's finally Friday. 1 week of 2 weeks of my work week to go. Saturday, Sunday off, and then next week, one more week, and then I'm retired again. Woo! Let's see. Should be connected. Yeah. Yeah, I posted a couple of my videos earlier today. I had them. I had edited a few videos and they got them going. Had them in my draft on my YouTube studio, and towards the end of the day, I was still at work and I had a few things left to do. So I posted them real quick. I just had to go and edit it and tape a couple of things and send them while I finished up tallying up the end of my day. Got home, had some mowing, some things to do, took care of some business. Went here, went there. Wasn't too bad of a day today at work. It was kind of steady all the way through the whole day. I wonder who's going to be here first. Is it going to be Rock Moss, maybe? We'll see. Nobody yet. Wow, that surprised me, unless YouTube's really messed up. I know a lot of times when people are commenting on my thing, I'll go to it and it says zero comments. But yet, if I go to my studio, go in there and look, go directly to it, there's been 6 or 7 comments. I still got to comment back on a lot of my posts. I got quite a few posts, comments that people had put down on the shorts and the video that I put down. I got to reply back to them. Maybe I'm not connected. All right, let me tell you, it's been 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and it shows 0 likes and 0 people in here. Maybe I'm not live. I don't know. I'll keep it here for another couple of minutes. If I don't get anybody next couple of minutes, I'll end it and see what's going on. Maybe something's wrong on my end. I don't know. No, we got one person. Woo! Hey, Suckbeer, how you doing? For a moment there, I didn't think I was live. It's the very first time I ever went 2 minutes, over 2 minutes in a live stream and not had anybody come in here. Usually Rakamas is usually the very first one. See, now all of a sudden it goes from 1, pops immediately to 7. I don't get that. It's kind of messed up. I live in the United States. How about you? I'm in New York State in the United States. Canada. Awesome. Maple Leaf, Canada. You know, I went to Canada over last weekend. Just a few feet in there. I visited a place called the Gulf. It's probably about a 15-20 minute drive from where I am. It's on DEC land. It's not a park or anything like that. You have to travel once you get there. It's public for anybody, and hardly anybody goes there. You got to live up in this area where I'm at to know where it's at. But it brings you over to an area called the Gulf, and it borders is just south of Montreal by about probably 45, 50 miles. It would be near, very near a place called Lacole. No, not Lacole, Hemonsford, Hemonsford, Quebec, and New York. Between there, there's a small, like a body of water, and you can go up there. I know on the United States side, and you can go right up to the Canadian American, uh, like they're made out of granite piers, uh, and it says Canada on one side and it says USA on the other side, and it's called the Gulf on my side. Um, if you like, I see. I think you're subscribed to me. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of the first times I've seen you in my live chat. And how you doing, Fake Clover? Good to see you. Afterwards, feel free to go to my page. Go to my videos, and if you see the videos, you'll see. I think it should be at the very top, and it says there's 2 of them that show the Gulf. the Gulf, about the cliff, and there's like cliffs there. It's a gorge basically, and then there's another one showing me walking my way up to that area. It's about a 4 mile hike in there from driving, and then it's a 4 hike through the woods back. So it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours just to walk there, and it brings you right up onto the exact American Canadian border line. There's no cameras. There's no customs. There's no border patrol. There's no customs patrol. Of course, the only way to get across is to dive down and crash onto a bunch of rocks on the U.S. side, 150 to maybe 200 feet down. And on the opposite side, it's about a 200 feet climb up a sheer cliff uh, from the water. And the water is probably at least 100, 150 feet across. It's pretty awesome. I've got a couple of shorts on it on the Gulf, and there's one that I put up there today. I've got about 3 or 4 more to go on the walk in there and on the walk out. I've got a lot of videos that I put up there on mine and Mrs. T-Bird's vacation. But I do a lot of coin collecting and silver and gold and bottles. I collect old bottles. If it can be collected, I collect it. And I do a lot of scenic videos and from wildlife to everything you can imagine. Anything that brings you joy and happiness. Yeah, and I'm sort of semi-retired, and I periodically go out and help a neighbor of mine at their warehouse, and I did that this week, and I'm doing it next week. And came home, puttered around the yard a little bit. Had to do some more mowing, not so much on this side, but on the other side. I didn't mow it for about a week, week and a half. It got kind of tall. On the other side, I had to really re-mow it again. We've been getting a lot of rain. You guys had said Suckveer and Fake Clover. You said you're both from Canada. Whereabouts in Canada? Are you in the northeastern part of Canada, or central Canada, or out west towards maybe Vancouver or Manitoba area? There must be somebody else's live stream going on. Must be where a lot of my normal subscribers come on, or they're just not home. I'm very surprised. I usually do a lot of fire pit lives as well at nighttime. I may do one later. I'm not 100% sure or not. But I got a huge 12 by 10 foot fire pit, and I go out there and I'll light a nice fire, do a live stream like that. Don't seem like my chat is working. Let me see here. I can't see. I got glare. No, I'm back down to one person. I got 2 likes. So it says, but that thing lies all the time. I'm just going to sit here probably and have a quick cigarette, maybe eat my Dunkin' Donuts. I stopped down at Dunkin' Donuts. I got a maple bacon croissant. And I also got this awesome blueberry coffee, frozen coffee. Woo! See, now it says 3. Just now it says 3. Can't see because of the glare. I think it's like about 6:30 or 6:45. Kind of facing, I got the camera facing sort of northeast. I'm getting a little bit of a glare from the sun to the west of me on my phone, just a little bit. Yeah, I wonder where Rocket Moss is today. Do any of you collect silver? Is anybody in the chat that likes to collect silver? I got these pocket pieces. I always keep my 3 buffalo pocket pieces on. Got 3 buffaloes I have with me just about 95% of the time. Almost every live stream when I come on, I usually show them just to show that I have them on me. These ones are a little bit toned because they're my pocket pieces, and I've had them in here I've had them on me. I misplaced them once for a little while when I got sick back in April and May. I didn't live stream for about 2 months. Oh, a little blurry. I always keep those on me. Fake clover flows. Yeah, we got a lot of clover around here. We got white clover and we got foxtail clover, red clover. Not as much of the red clover. There's a lot of the white clover though. Every time they add a question and answer sticker, it goes away. AI. Let's see. I gotta cover the phones a little bit just to see. And no, let's see. I got 3 likes. Yeah, please be sure to smash that like button. And there must be something else going on, or a lot of my normal subscribers that normally regularly always come on are probably busy or not on. I'm surprised, very surprised Rebecca Moss ain't here because she's here like almost 99.9% of the time. I hope she's all right and doing well. Yeah, it's a nice day here today. You can get a lot of rain. It's probably about 75 ish, in the mid 70s today. It was a little warmer out today, maybe 80, 81. We're sort of fortunate up here in the northeast corner of the United States. We ain't having all that heat like they are out west or south or even up in the central part of the United States. They've been having a lot of heat, a big heat dome up over there. I think Canada's been getting a lot too. I'm gonna make sure I got my top chats going on my chat filter. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All messages. Let's see. Yep, it looks like I am. There's some evening traffic. Probably everybody on their way going home, maybe if they work late in the evening. There's usually quite a bit of traffic on my road. Now I'm down to 0. Now I'm down to 0 with 3 likes. Oh boy, that is a little depressing. Ooh, a little depressing. Got to be somebody else's live stream going on. I'm not sure about. Hmm. I'll just sit here for a while longer. Now let's see, it's back up to 1. Back up to 1. That's somebody new just popped in here. Not sure. I don't see much going on in the chat. No, now it's down to 0. Hmm. Well, I hope everybody, wherever you might be, are having an awesome and a happy Friday. Oh, let's see here. Move this out a little bit. That way there, I get it out of the sun so I can see the chat a little better. There we go. Oops. There we go. Yeah, the Border Patrol must be back at the shooting range. I can hear them shooting the guns again. I got a shooting range out behind my house. The next door neighbor must have has some ducks. I didn't hear him earlier this year, but I can't see him getting ducks at the end of the year. He usually buys some, not every year, but in the past he's bought some chicks, some baby chick ducks, and he raised them. And they're it's kind of amazing that they grow up and they stay right there. Even when they go up and they fly off, and at nighttime they always fly back and they circle around. They do a loop. They do a loop and they land back over at his place, just on the other side of that hedgerow over there. Those trees are pretty neat to see. I thought I seen them the other night flying over there, but I can hear them every now and then quacking. Let's see. Nope, back down to 0. Well, I don't know if that thing's accurate or not. Hmm. Well, I guess nobody's even in here, so I guess it's a good time to do a gaw. I bet you if I mentioned gaw, there'll end up being 15, 20, 30 people in here. I wonder where Scrap Metal Racing is. He's probably still driving. Yeah. No. Sound like more like geese than ducks. I don't know if I got anybody out here. If they can hear the geese or hear the ducks over across the hedgerow or not. No. And now it's not. See, it went to 11, and now it's down to 7. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it says 7. It was 11. Then it said 7. That thing is all over the page. But nobody's chatting. Now it says 8 people, but nobody's chatting. Now it jumped to 2. Now I guess people are just popping in and popping back out. Oh, wow. Maybe I'll just eat my sandwich and sit here and relax. So I'm doing, just sitting here and relaxing. I can't see how many's in there now. Now it says 5. Isaac, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Isaac, it says New York. Is that where you're from? Is New York? Is it? Isaac? I don't got my newer glasses on yet, so I'm having chats a little bit blurry to me. I should go get my new prescription glasses and throw those on. That's where I'm at, is in New York. Yeah, I think I'll go. I'm right outside my sliding glass door. I'm probably gonna grab my newer prescriptions. Go, Mother Bear. Go on. Go on. Keep going. Keep going. Go, Mother Bear. That way. I just let out one of my puppy dogs, Molly Bear. Over there. No, over there. Over there, Molly Bear. She just went underneath the camera. No, I got nothing for you. She's smelling. I think she smells my sweet black pepper bacon croissant from Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, she does because she's walking up on the stairs. No, that's not for you. That's for me. Go on. Go on. Throw these new prescriptions on. They're not quite right. I gotta use my new glasses. The distance ain't any good. They're a little too strong, and the bifocals ain't quite right. Hey, Rebellion, how you doing, Aunt? Good to see you, Rebellion Aunt. Thank you so much for stopping in here. Just sitting here. Hope you're having a happy Friday. Last day of the week. Semi-retired. I work this week and I work next week, and then I'm back retired again. Just periodically help out a neighbor at their warehouse. And I sometimes go live, usually anywhere from about maybe 7ish to 8:30. A lot of times I do a fire pit live in my fire pit out back. We've been getting a heck of a lot of rain up here, and I hope you are having an awesome Friday. I know I am. Next week to go, and then I'll be back retired again. Over this way, Molly Bear. Molly. I gotta keep an eye on her. She likes to wander off, and she goes over and gets nosy around the ferns or the tall grass and picks up a tick. And then I gotta check her out. It's one of my puppy dogs. She's part pit and Labrador. She's a very smart, awesome dog. One of the highlights of my life, actually, amongst my other dog, Jax, and my 3 cats. Yeah, come over here. She's sucking up to me right now. She knows I have something. Oh man, you gotta see her. She thinks she's getting some. She thinks she's getting some. You're too spoiled already, Molly Bear. You don't need any of that. No. Go get your ball. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? No, you're not gonna get any. All right, I'll give you a little piece of egg. Go get it. There's 2 pieces. Go get it. Find it. There's another one. Go get it. There's another one. Hey, how's it going, Transient? Good to see you. Where you at now, Transient? Where is it? Find it. Find it. There's another piece. Find it. Find it. Get it. Find it. I don't know where it went. I gave her a little of my croissant that I got at Dunkin' Donuts. She can't. She only got 1 piece. She's still on my brother's house in North California. How's your? I think it was an eye operation. I think you had. Pretty sure that's what it was. Was that for cataracts? And if it was, or if not, whichever. How's it doing for you? Pretty good or no? I know I got my new. Your eyes still blurry. Oh, detached retina. Yes, I think you had mentioned that before. Oh, say some prayers for you. Make sure that you're doing good. I got my new prescriptions right here, but they're not perfect. I picked them up last week. Actually, it was this past Monday, and when I put them on, and the eye person, whatever, they hold up the chart and what how does it look, for distance or close up. And I held the card out and I said it's a little blurry. It's not good. He goes, well, hold it a little closer. I held it up halfway and I said it's still a little too closer, and I had to come closer. So about a foot away is where I can actually read. He goes, well, it's at the end of the day, pretty much, and he goes, you'll get used to it. And I said, well, that's a little too close. I ain't really had that long of a day. I go, it's only 4:30. Then he asked me to look across the room at a different chart. Yes, how does that look? I go, I can read it, but I go, it's a little hazy. It's a little blurry. And he goes, well, you kind of get used to them. And I said, well, I go, think about it. I go, they shouldn't be. I took my other old pair out that I knew I needed a new prescription. And I go, I can see a little better with my old prescriptions than I can with these. He goes, well, give them a try out. He goes, you got a month, if you got any problems and they're not working for you, he goes, you can bring them back. We can readjust them and do whatever. I said, okay. I go, I'll probably be back. But I haven't been wearing them that often because of the fact my older prescriptions, I can see better with them. I mean, some of the work that I do when I'm helping out my neighbor at her warehouse, I'm looking at a computer screen all the time. And the only way for me to see the letters and the words and everything on the computer screen, yes, Molly, is to be like a foot away from the screen. And that's not right. I shouldn't have to get right up to a foot away from the monitor just to read good. And if I look through the distance, even like 3 feet away, it's still a little blurry. And then I have to back up even a foot further before it get clear. But then I'm almost too far away to really read what's there. So they're gonna have to go good for it and give me another exam. I hope that exam works well for you next week. Yeah, it probably will help. When I had my eye exam done, I found out, and I think it's in my left eye, I got a cataract starting, and they said they want to keep an eye on that. They said when it gets too bad, I'll have to have an operation on it. Yeah, to renew your medical card for your CDL. Yeah, you never got grandfathered claused in. You didn't have your class 1 before your CDL. I know I had my class 1 license before the CDL, and I would have been grandfather claused in it, but I only kept it for 4 years. I never renewed it. I had to renew it after 4 years. I let it go, but only because my dad was an owner operator, and he had a business as well, a gas station, and he owned a Dairy Queen, which was in a franchise type thing. He didn't own the Dairy Queen franchise; he owned the building, and the one building. But he had his own. He's always had his own truck, and he used to drive for Anchor Motor Freight way, way, way back in the early '70s, and throughout the '70s, he ended up retiring. He was in the Teamsters Union, but he had his own truck after that, and then he bought a couple more Kenworths, and he had a driver or two that drove his trucks for him, and he also drove and ran his business. So that's why I got my CD or not my class 1 before they came out with the CDL. I guess if I was smart, I should have just kept it, but I never planned on driving truck for a living. I mean, just within those 4 years, I put on about maybe 400,000 miles in a big truck. That was in a big Kenworth with a cat engine in it, and drove all over the place. Went on trips with him. So when he got done driving, I would just drive for 8 hours or whatever, and then vice versa, and he would drive. Well, I can't believe when he used to drive for Anchor Motor Freight, and he was part of the Teamsters Union. And this is way back in the 70s, like when I was like, oh man, 4, 5, 6 years old. I can remember 7, 8 years old and seeing some of his take home checks. It'd be back then, it was different with the log books and everything. They didn't have the electronic log books. I mean, he would get in his truck, he'd go pick up his load, bring his truck to the house, he'd leave it there for a day or whatever, and then he'd go and drop off the cars. He'd go boom, 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 boom. He'd be gone for like 3 solid days, and then he'd come home. So he would make one trip, drop the cars off, pick up another load, drop the cars off, pick up another load, go up to St. Therese. I think that was St. Therese up in Montreal. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. Uh, Pick up a load of cars. I think come back over here, drop them off wherever, and whether it might have been New Jersey or Connecticut or wherever, and then he'd come home. But he'd be gone like 3 days, and his paychecks take home. I can remember as like a 7, 8 year old kid, were like $1,700, $1,800, 1,700, $1,800, and this is back in the early '70s. Oh my God, that that is absolutely crazy if you think about it. I mean, just say even if you say 1975, mid '70s, 25, 50, 50. Oh man, 51 years ago, taking home $1,800 a week. That's too bad. Yeah, someday I'll probably need cataract surgery as well. Huh. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm not 100% how old you are or how long you've been driving truck, but he drove for GM Anchor Motor Freight. It was Anchor Motor Freight was the name of the company, and they hauled GM cars. So the factories where they made GM, he would be picking up. They were the blue. It's like the light blue car carriers. He would pick the cars up at the factory, and we're at a place where they would store them or whatever. I never went with him on those. Pick them up, and he would deliver to dealerships. And then somewhere else in the country, wherever he'd go pick up another load somewhere, pick up those cars, bring them somewhere else, and go to another place, pick up some cars, drop them off. But the logbook was back then, you could fudge your logbooks. They were just paper logbooks, and that's what he would do. He would drive literally for 3 days straight and just fudge his logbooks. I mean, essentially, it probably should have took him a whole week, maybe five days, maybe 6 days. Need Hoffa back? Yeah, Hoffa had something to do with the Teamsters Union, didn't he? I'm pretty sure. I think I remember something like that. But he was in the Teamsters Union. They're just so astounding. I mean, in order for, when I was working at the train company that I worked for, in order for me to make $1,700 a week take home, I literally had to work 40 hours plus 40 hours overtime. So that would be about 80 hours, and I would probably get close to that. I mean that's a lot of overtime. Been driving trucks since about 2004. Yeah, they don't pay like they used to. I don't know. Like I said, I had my share. I never planned on doing it for a living. It's just because my father had his own truck trailers, and I just wanted to go with him, and in his own truck. I don't remember the size of the engine in it. It was I'm trying to think of the years. Kenworth. What the heck year was that? I think it was a 19. I think he had a 1986 Kenworth, and that's about the time when I had got my CDL. I think it was. I'm trying to think, 1986. Yeah, it was in the mid 80s, somewhere around the mid 80s. Could have been an 84 Kenworth. All I know is a big blue, beautiful truck with red pinstripings, and everything else had a really huge cab on the back. And it had a Caterpillar engine. I don't remember the size of it, but it was a big Kenworth. I can still remember the one time I told this story before on a live stream. I can still remember one time when I went down to New York City with him, and we got off the Garden State, down towards the Garden State Parkway somewhere. I think it was just off the Garden State Parkway, because it was an intersection, cars on the same road going opposite ways. I was probably 400 feet from the intersection. I was starting to slow down because of the red light, and then it went green. So I kept on going. And obviously, the other people on the opposite sides had red light. I wasn't much more than maybe 50 feet from going through the intersection, about 50 feet roughly. And I think I was doing like about 40, 45, and some car ran that red light. I still had a green light. My father was in the bunk sleeping. Kenworth was the worst truck you ever drove. Freightliner. And you do a freight shaker or a Peterbilt. Probably, I think you're a Peterbilt guy. Or a freight shaker. I don't know. I never drove with. I just heard stories about freight shakers. But I was about 50 feet from that intersection, and somebody flew right by there, and I was going about 40, 45 ish. That was the speed limit. I had a green light, and I literally had to lock him right up. We were running empty. He had an empty, he had an empty trailer on the back, nothing in it. That's all you can do is tire locked right up, the smoker bellowing up. He rolled out and rolled onto the freaking floor, and he goes, "What the F is going on?" I go, "Some Yahoo just ran a red light," and I go, "I was just about ready to go through the intersection." I go, "He's lucky I didn't cream him." He was hollering at me like it was my fault. I had nothing to do with it. That's a story, anyways. It's true. Way back in the day, I used to always like. I used to always no freight shaker, no freight shaker, a Freightliner is the truck I had. I like the Mac. Macs are pretty nice, I think. Before sleeper sucked. A Volvo never, yeah, broke down every other week. I never liked Volvos. I never drove one. I think the only trucks I drove was the Kenworth, and I think I drove a Mac maybe once or twice. And I think a Freightliner. I think I drove a Freightliner a couple of times, but they weren't my dad's. They weren't my dad's trucks. Remember when I took my road test? My dad had to come along. Oh man, really? I should have left him right at the thing. Yeah, the freight shaker does shake. You feel every bump. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering where everybody is. I was for sure Scrap Metal Racing would be here. Of course, he's probably got a few more hours to drive before his day ends or his electronic logbook. I think that's what they do is electronic logbook now. I was for sure Rockamas would be out here. The only thing I can think of, there may be somebody else that has another live stream going. Usually when I go live, I just go live. I don't normally check to see who's on or whatever. I just go on whenever I can, whenever I catch a free moment or something when I'm not working or doing something. And last week I was on vacation with Mrs. T-Bird. How many miles do you think you drove since 2004 in the big truck? You got an idea? I know my dad through Anchor Motor Freight a long time ago. He used to have all these awards through Anchor Motor Freight. Safe driving for 1 million or 2 million miles. He had over. He had a couple different ones. I forget how many millions of miles was on him, but I know he had one that he was a safe driver, accident free, and no tickets, no nothing or whatever for 1 million miles for Anchor Motor Freight. He drove way over 1 million miles, so trust me. I mean, let alone in just 4 years that I had my class one, I put on about 400,000 miles. And I did own and operate my own business. That wasn't. I'm not going to say what it is, but back in the 80s and 90s, where I've got I forget what it was. I got over 2 million. I got over 2 million miles logged in my business that I had that I used to have. So between driving on my own type of business that I had, and then tractor trailer, it's roughly about 2,500,000 miles that I drove accident free. Not let alone my personal mileage. I don't even know my personal mileage, but I would average 30, 40, 30, 40,000 miles a year on my own personal vehicles. Let's see. All right, Molly Bear. So my company had used to run me hard. I would go to California to Florida and back in 7, 8 days. Wow. Wow. Uh, whew. Yeah, I've never been to Florida, never been to California. In a few years, I plan on buying a tour bus for me and Mrs. T-Bird, and we're going to be touring all 50 states. Come on, Molly, you're going back inside. Come on. Mosquitoes are getting you, and you keep getting in my way. Come on, Molly Bear. What? Yeah, I'm just eating mine. I just ate mine. I want to give you that. I just got the sandwich, and I got those for you, and I got two of my. I got my drink, and those other everything bagels. I'll make you something else in a little bit. All right. Sorry about that. I let Molly Bear in. Mrs. T-Bird was in there grabbing her coffee. She said I'm fired. I didn't bring her in her coffee. I got her one before I started the live stream. I can't believe she drank it already. 800 miles a day with paper logs. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the mileage. 150, 150 is 200, 400, 400. Yeah, I was in a four wheeler, but I would usually average sometimes a day in my business that I used to have five, 4 or 5, sometimes 600 miles a day. It varies. You miss Florida? Yeah, I've never been there. I'm going to someday. Like I was saying, me and Mrs. T-Bird are planning on. We've already looked at a few. I seen one tonight that I kind of liked, but it didn't have any slide outs. Those big, nice tour buses to tour the United States with. I don't know how many people take me serious or not. I don't know. I think OC Stacker takes me serious. I think he knows I'm interested because we've already looked at a few. I'm not prepared to buy any yet. I'm not looking to buy a brand spanking new one. I'm a good secondhand one, but it's gonna have to be one that I like that's gonna accommodate me. And it's gonna be my T-Bird tour bus, and there'll be various subscribers I may go visit and maybe pick them up and see if they want to go tour the country with us. That's I don't know if you ever seen the T-Bird jukebox and T-Bird slot machine and T-Bird pinball table, Pac-Man game, but a lot of those are going to be fitting onto that tour bus. One time I drove from California, Arizona State to Arcadia, Florida, past Tampa in 2 days. Ooh, wow, wow, that's hauling. That is hauling. Yeah, because like I said, I've never been to California. And I've never been to Florida, but I know what it's like to drive through several different states and to drive several thousand miles. My longest drive that I ever drove nonstop, for except for stopping to get gas and whatnot, is somewhere between 2,200 to 2,500 miles. No sleep, no nothing, just stopping by, getting a coffee, something to eat, gassing the vehicle up, and continue on. Yep. Started from my place up to Montreal, down to Albany, and back up to Montreal, back down to Albany, and then back up here, and then down to New York City. Then I left there and I went over to Detroit, Michigan, and oh, somewhere else in between, somewhere else close to Detroit, Michigan, and then somewhere else, and then back to Albany, back up to Montreal, back down here where I'm at now, and then over to Boston, Massachusetts, and then I hung out there for probably a couple hours, and then I came back home. By the time I got done, it was about 2,200, somewhere between 2,200 and 2,500 miles. Yeah, there was a lot of coffee too. No naps. There was no naps there. So I kind of know. I kind of know. Yeah, I sometimes wonder where I'd be today if I still kept that business. I dissolved it though many years ago. When I dissolved it, that's when I went to work for Canadian Pacific Railway, Delaware and Hudson Canadian Pacific Railway. I worked for them for about 3 years, and then they abolished my work. I was unionized. They moved my work to Winnipeg, Canada. The Canadian government wouldn't allow me to follow my work, so I took a severance pay. And then I went to work for Bombardier Mass Transportation down in the nearest biggest town near us. They call it a city, but it's not. It's just a big town. Worked for them for almost 25 years, and last year I retired. I stopped working for them. I wanted to take myself one step closer to retirement. I can draw my pension, which I'm still waiting for my pension paperwork to come, and it should have came 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna have to call the pension company up and ask them what the heck is going on. It perturbs me a little bit that I haven't received my paperwork yet, because I want to start drawing my pension, and when and if I feel I have a need, I'll probably draw some out of my 401, my Roth 401k. Need to go to Maine. Maine's a real nice country. So Northeast states are the only ones that I haven't been to besides Alaska. Yeah, I've never been to Alaska. I've been to Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia. I can't remember. I think maybe North Carolina. I forget. West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. I think I named them all. I think I named all the states I've ever been to. Other than that, oh yeah, well, Canada. Been to Canada. Used to go to Canada a lot. Last weekend, like I said, I don't know if you've seen that any of those shorts on the golf. Go check them out when you get a chance. I'm not trying to promote it, but you'll get a laugh out of one of them. I was ducking in and out of the United States. Uh, oh boy, I think it's an 8 minute video. An 8 minute video. Go check it out. Me, Miss T Bird, her brother, and Mrs. T Bird's brother's fiance. We went up to an area called the Gulf. I think it's an 8 minute video. Go check it out and watch it. I'm not trying to promote anybody to do whatever. I could. It doesn't matter. If you listen to my lives, if I ever get monetized again, I do. If I don't, I don't. They took it away from me for some stupid ass reason, and it still blows my mind because I didn't do anything wrong. I was always cautious in what I talked about, what I showed, and what I did. And some AI said I was against their policy. I could have refuted it, and I never did by a certain date. If I get monetized again, I do. If I don't, oh well, I don't. It's no biggie because I just love there's a lot of people. There's a lot of good-hearted, nice people that are out there, and I've got to know a lot of them. You drove to Vancouver and BC back in the 90s to buy seeds. Wow, imagine it was. But that 8-minute video, I think it was, I'm talking about, I think it has a title calling it The Gulf. And I think there's another 3-minute one that shows the gorge, the Gulf area in upstate New York. That's 15, 20 minutes for me. It's hardly anybody knows about it. Only kind of the local people know about it. It's not a tourist attraction or anything like that, but it's DEC land. It's owned by New York State, and it goes right up to the Canadian border. And I went right up to the U.S. Canadian post that's up there. There's a gorge there, and it takes about 2 hours to walk in, about 2 hours to walk out to get to it. And I was in between, in and out of the United States, maybe a half a dozen times with no customs officer, no customs check, or nothing. And I got it on video. I'm a refugee. Oh, man. Silver. Let me see. Silver Serpent. Woo! Good to see a Silver Serpent. Somebody else has got to be out there. I've been on for almost an hour now, and I've only had. I one time it showed 11 people, then jumped down to 7, then 2, then it jumped to 5, then it went to 8, then it went back down to 1. Right now it only says 2. I've got 9 likes. I've just been chatting away. And I'm just talking to Transy about going to check out those golf videos. One's called The Golf, and the other one's called Cliffs at the Golf or something. I just posted them today. That's on me and Mrs. T-Bird's vacation. I was in and out of the United States. My first time going into Canada in probably about 10, 15 years. And there's no big bird in the sky or nobody, no eye in the sky, no cameras, no nothing. I could freely walk into Canada. 1 second I was in Canada. 2 seconds later, I was back in the United States. 2 seconds later, I jumped back into Canada. I went for a little walk about 100 feet into Canada, and I came back. I got to find out one of these days, because across that area would be a place called Hemmingsford. I'd have to see if on the Canadian side on Hemmingsford, if they have a area where the Canadian local people can walk out to that gorge, that Gulf area. They must. They must, but I don't know. I don't know what. Oh, no wonder why. Dang it! I heard that buzz from my phone. One of my cameras went off. It must be the camera that I'm near here, sitting down. Yeah. Always good to see you, though, Transient and Silver Serpent. I hope your Friday is awesome and you're having a good one. Yeah, I'm just relaxing, debating whether or not I want to turn around and do a fire pit live tonight. I don't know. Went and got myself a frozen blueberry coffee, 4 coffee syrup, 4 blueberry shots, 1 cream. Look at that. My Dunkin' Donuts, they put real blueberries in there. No, they don't. I staged that. I staged it. I took some of our blueberries. Check out these blueberries. Woo! There's some big blueberries. That's not a teaspoon. That's a tablespoon. It is blueberry coffee, frozen coffee. But I love going to the store. I love blueberries. We picked a lot of blueberries. They weren't that big. These are those bioengineered blueberries. They're the huge ones I buy at the store. I still like them, but I make sure to rinse. I rinse them in hot water, extremely hot water, to get out any of the pesticides off them. If you ever buy blueberries in the store and they look like they got a white coating of powder on them, they won't come off in cold water. Try them in cold water If you ever buy blueberries like that, try rinse them in cold water, and you'll see they say like that. Then rinse them in extremely hot tap water, and you'll see them go from like a whitish, chalky color to a deep blue. I mean, check out the size of those suckers. I love blueberries. You don't find them that big where we find them. They're about half that size. They're a little smaller, but they're totally organic. The ones that we picked, and I probably got about 5 gallon baggies of blackberries, or not blackberries, black caps or blackberries, whichever you want to call them. But I'll eat a whole tub. I'll, I buy a lot of blueberries. I'll, I don't know, what is this, a pint? I don't know what the heck this is. Uh, what is it? The heck is that? 9.8 ounces. North Bay, farmer owned, jumbo. Jumbo Giants. But I'll buy those and I'll rinse them out with nice hot water. Takes off all the pesticides or anything. And I'll eat a whole thing. I'll eat a whole thing of them. And they're good for you. Especially for me. That's funny because that was the name of the herb seeds about in Canada. Really? Blueberry X Northern Lights? Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. But today's August 21st. Like, August is going by pretty freaking quick, isn't it? I was going to ask, I don't even know if Silver Serpent's still here or not. I was going to ask him, I wonder if there's another live stream. He would probably know. There must be another live stream going on somewhere. I still don't see Scrap Metal or Rockamas. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, Transient Stacker. I think you said you were at your brother's place. Like I said, I hope everything goes well for you with your eye problem going on. I got to get back to the eye doctors and have them redo my prescription and resend out another pair of glasses. And they better not charge me for it. They best not charge me for it. I paid them enough for those glasses that don't even they they don't do me justice. They distance wise they don't do me. Distance is a little blurry and they shouldn't be blurry at all. And I shouldn't have to take. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but hope I can get back to work. I need money. Oh man, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Scrap Metal had that same particular problem. He's back out on the road too. Of course, he's got problems with his. I think it's with his sugar, with his leg and all, and he's back out there on the road driving again because he needed the money as well. Now, there's no reason for my bifocals for me to have to order to read it clear to have it literally 12 inches from my face. I mean, before my older prescription, my older glasses, they're all scratched to heck. But I'd have to stretch my arms out as far as I could and tilt my neck back so I could kind of read. That's a little too much, but to have something up 12 inches from your face, like the monitors, like I was talking about, is ridiculous. I mean, it's all right with my phone. I I can hold my phone and they got it right here, and right in front of me, and I can read the text all real nice and everything. But I got to have it like 12 inches away, and that ain't bad. But when you're working on a computer and laptop and a computer, and you got two different screens that you're doing, working at a warehouse, like what I do, I don't need to be able to have my face stuck right up to the monitors 12 inches away to try to read it. So my new prescriptions don't do me, they don't do me shit. Excuse the language, they don't. And it irritates me a little bit because They did my eye thing. Okay, what's better, one or two? Okay, what's better, two or three? What's better, three or four? Okay, go back to this one, two or three, and this, and then to get your glasses in, and they just still don't do you justice. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. If you compare it to what I mean, whatever state you're from. Like I said, I don't know your age. I don't know when you can retire, but you can check with your Social Security department. I know I can, and I do. I can see how much my Social Security is going to be when I hit 62 versus 67. I'm not waiting to 67. At 62 in less than 2 years, I'm taking my Social Security. Not because I need to, because I want to. And I'm going to start drawing at 62. Like I said, I'm working on getting my pension right now. I'm basically retired. And I'm going to start drawing off my 401k when I feel like I need to or want to. Um, Now, where the heck was I going with this? um, oh, you're 53. Yeah, well, I got 7 years on you. Um, Let me try. What the heck was I trying to think? Okay, to do with the disability thing. Yeah. So of course, if I wait till I'm 67 to start drawing, I'm going to draw a lot more. But I've got to wait an additional 5 years to get the full. Of course, if I take it at 62, I'm going to take it for quite a bit less, quite a bit. I don't know. It's less by, I forget by how much. Uh, 5, 6, 7. I think it's less by like about $700 or something like that. Yeah, you're smart if you do. 62. You're smart. And what I think it all determines on your financial situation, on what you can afford, and can you still continue to live your lifestyle and all that stuff. I'm going to be able to. But the thing about it is, uh, it's like death and taxes, so to speak. I don't know. It's inevitable. Death and taxes. You just never know. If you start drawing, if you start drawing at 62, you're drawing less, but you're going to be drawing it longer. Safer scenario, you never know. You never know when your time is up. For an example, if you happen to die at 68 years old and you wait until you're 67 to start drawing your Social Security, you're only going to draw for a year at your max. But if you start drawing at 62, you can't foresee that you're going to die at 68. You don't know. You don't know. But just giving that scenario, if you start drawing at 62, you can be drawing it for to 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. You're going to be gone for 5 years. No, 6 years. Because if you die at 68, you'll draw for 6 years at a lesser rate, but you're going to make more than if you only drew for a year at the highest rate when you can at 67. So it's only smart to probably draw it, but depending on your financial situation. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of variables, and I'm not saying it's the smart thing to do. It all depends. I mean, unfortunately, heart problems run on my father's side of the family. Cancer runs on my mom's side of the family. I don't know. I don't believe I got cancer. I have no idea. I feel good. I've had my health problems to do with blood pressure. I'm on some type of medication. I'm going to go see a cardiologist this month, and I'm going to be getting doing a stress test and having to do an echo of my heart to see if how my capillaries in my heart, if there's any blockages, and if there are, hopefully if there is, they're below 75%. and I can get some stents put in. But my dad had died at 59 years old. He did have heart problems. He had a mild heart attack, and he also was on medication for his heart. I don't remember what it was. I don't recall if he had blockages or not. I just know he had heart problems. And my brother, over 2.5 months ago, he's 3 years older than I am, and he stopped smoking in his early 20s. I've smoked most of my life. Um, but he's always ate fairly healthy. He had a lot of fast food, and a lot of I don't know, but he had a quadruple bypass. He had a quadruple bypass. One of his arteries was 100% blocked. Another one was 99. A third one was 95, and the fourth one was 75% blocked. So he had to have a quadruple bypass. I don't want to be in that shoes. I don't want to have them stop my heart and cut my chest open and do that. Um, but I got to get to the problem and find out exactly what was the problem and my blood pressure raising up to like 165 over 115. And that's why I sort of didn't renew my contract through the company that I was working for, working from my house. I was one step closer to my retirement strategy, to work from home and make decent money. Miss T-Bird still does it. um, but anyhow, but to do with the disability thing, in my scenario, if I would be able to qualify for disability, which I may be able to because of my condition, I would be making more on disability than I would be drawing Social Security at 62. And I'm still, oh, well, I'm, how many months? I'm 12, oh, 12, let's see, 21. I guess I'm like about 21 months away from being able to draw my Social Security. But if all pending on how the cardiologist and other stuff comes out, depending, I think I may be able to qualify for disability. I may be able to. And if I do, I would be drawing more. It would be well over $2,500 a month. And that's more than what I'd be drawing from Social Security when I hit 62. And I'd be able to start doing it now. Not not in 2 years' time, but now. Uh, let me see here. Let me scroll down. I missed that. Let me see here. Retirement plan. Inheritance. Also, I would be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if my mom lived to be 100. I've been having high blood pressure. My diagnostic keeps going over 90. That's the that's the lower number, right? The diagnostic. I've never really paid too much attention to it. The top number of mine was 165, and my low number was 115. But I was under a bit of type of stress from the work that I was doing from work. It it raised my blood pressure because of being like under the gun of what I had to do. I was like a dispatcher, kind of sorta, but not a dispatcher. But I had a laptop and three monitors, and I was under the gun at all times doing stuff. And every night, every night, about halfway through my shift, working at home, it made my blood pressure go up to high extreme numbers like that, like 165 over 110, 115. And it got to the point where my blood pressure had gotten high, and even with my glasses on, my vision started getting blurry, and my heart felt like it was going to pound through my chest. So I went to the doctors. I didn't renew my, I had an option to renew what the heck do you call it? To renew my services through the company I was working for, and I chose not to until I got my condition under control. I mean, right now the doctor did put me on some medication, to three different types of medication to do with my blood pressure, and also he gave me some medication to it lowers my heart rate. It blocks. It's a blocker. It blocks the adrenaline flow, so I have no adrenaline, no fight or flight, and it dilates my arteries. So it dilates my arteries. It blocks the adrenaline, dilates my arteries, lowers my heart rate, and blocks the adrenaline. Yeah. And the other one is an anxiety pill, basically, just it's sort of like a happy pill. And those three different combinations of pills seems to be helping me out. As long as I take them and I stay on schedule with them. Yeah. Yeah, both me and Mrs. T-Bird, too. Top number. I'm sure not getting enough sleep and stress caused by my high blood pressure. Make sure to drink plenty of water. That is a big thing, too. Um, I mean, don't overdo it. Don't drink 5 gallons a day, but make sure you're drinking at least 4 or 5 16-ounce bottles of water a day. And that has helped me out also dramatically. That'll help lower your blood pressure as well. If you're in a dire need situation where your blood pressure goes up or something, I'm pretty sure I did a little research on it, and it does seem to help. You can, if you got access to be able to take a nice hot shower, go take a nice hot shower. That'll help drop your blood pressure as well. Sort of like a temporary type thing, but it will help. But make sure to drink plenty of water, and try to stay away from certain things, certain foods, and certain things that will raise your blood pressure. I have been doing a little research on certain things that I eat, certain things that I was drinking, and whatnot, and that are good for you and what helps you. There's a lot of things you can do. The one thing that I haven't been doing a lot lately, I mean, onions and garlic are really good for you to do with your heart and your blood pressure and stuff like that, and maybe to keep your pipes clean, your arteries and stuff. And I used to eat a lot of garlic, a lot of onions. I've been laxed on that a little bit. But the other thing is really good for you too is blueberries. Blueberries are awesome for you. They are really, really good for you. They got a lot of antioxidant stuff in there. You've been jumping rope. Or try to get it down. Huh. So, you're talking exercise, jumping rope, jump rope. I would imagine it probably keep you in good health, in good shape. But during the duration of you exercising and doing jump rope is going to increase your heart rate. I mean, myself, I don't want to compare you to me or me to you or whatever, but I don't need you to respond on your physique or anything like that or whatever. But I mean, for me being 60, I mean, a lot of my uncles and aunts are not uncles, not aunts, but yeah, all my aunts too. All my aunts and uncles have passed away except for one on my dad's side. But on my dad's side, even my dad was probably, an SX of around 300 pounds. I'm half of that. Well, a little more than half of that. I'm about a buck 65, soaking wet. About a buck 65, buck 70. And for my age and my height, I'm 5'8". Um, I'm 60. I fluctuate between 167 and 171 ish. Sometimes I'll go up a little bit. One, you know, 174, 173, 167. But I fluctuate 6, 7 pounds. Yeah. Also lose weight. Another way how you can lose weight. My big belly, a little too big. 230 at 6'3". Well, 230 ain't really that bad at 6'3". That's really not too bad. You might got a little belly, yeah, maybe. But um, Dr. Guthrie, I wouldn't recommend go buy his pills or whatever. Dr. Guthrie or whatever. Um, I went on the thing and bought a lot of his medicine before. I'm sure you've seen the commercials about it. But he talks about gut health, your good bacteria in your intestines, and that is true. Um, if you're not feeding your gut and your good bacteria the right kind of food, it's going to make you want to be hungry all the time, and you're going to keep eating and eating and eating. I do that anyways, but I don't gain and put on the weight. But if you're always on antibiotics and you're always taking antibiotics, it ruins all that good bacteria that's in your gut, and it affects your body, and whether you're hungry or not, whether you feel full or not. And it also affects weight gain. If you're feeding your body the good bacteria, you're feeding the good bacteria in your body, good food like blueberries and other stuff, and what the heck is it? Yogurt. I mean, there's yogurt with, if you do your research on yogurt, you can eat a lot of yogurt that's really good for you. That'll help the good bacteria in your gut. It'll help with your weight as well. And it'll help feed those bacteria to where they're not always hungry, and makes your mind say, hey, I gotta eat, and I eat. And it does play an effect on how much weight you gain. I mean, Crepes, look at me. Hold on. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm going to get in here or not. Like I said, I don't know. I've got middle reason to combing that hair, but I'm not bad. I'm lean. I'm pretty lean. I don't have a lot of fat. I can only pinch maybe a half inch, maybe an inch in the front. You know, my father, that wasn't the case. I mean, he was about the same height as I am, maybe a tad shorter. He was maybe like 5'7", but he was close to 300 some odd plus pounds, maybe. Yeah. Your belly is small compared to other truck drivers. Oh, man. I'm driving. I like to have a bag of chips. Oh, man. I know. I feel you. You need to stop that. Yeah, you do. I've done the same, and it's compulsive. It's compulsive because I do the same thing. I'm not talking this little tiny bag of chips. I'm talking a full large bag of chips. I'll start eating it before I know it. I eat the whole dang box or the whole dang bag. Same thing like with those Fry Hoppers chocolate chip cookies. Our store used to sell them. I mean, and it's an addiction. It's like they get these deals on the Fry Hopper chocolate chip cookies. Buy one, get two free. So you're buying one and you're getting two free. So you're getting three. And I can't just not eat one or two of those chocolate chip cookies. I'll open the box up and I'll eat the whole dang box. And then I'll open a second box and I start eating it. That was my big problem. So that's where, I got to the point where I I'm trying to get something to help me compensate. And I love to get the wild blueberries, the natural fresh ones. But I mean, like I said, I haven't even dipping in there. But if I wasn't on here YouTube, and then would be gone in probably 5 minutes. But eat something that's going to satisfy you, that's something you like and you can enjoy, that's good for your gut, good for your health. It's got a lot of antioxidants and the, you know, it'll help fill you up, and it'll just make you feel better. I mean, I'd rather eat the whole box or 2 boxes of these blueberries and eating a whole bag of chips or a whole box of cookies, right? Hey, Grumpy, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Gray Rats. And if you want to snack, I'm gonna have to look into that. I've never heard of that. EDAMAME. What is that? Now I gotta go get a pen. I gotta get a pen and write that down. Grapes. I love snacking on grapes. Yeah, grapes are good too. I like grapes. Grapes are good. I gotta write that down. I'm not sure who Gray Rats is, but thank you very much and welcome to the channel. Please be sure to smash that like button. I got to write that down. I'm going to do a little research on that dried edam. I can't pronounce it. I'm going to go grab a pen. Hold on. Be right back. All right. I'm back and I apologize, but I got to scroll back down to my chat. I can't see it, but I'm going to write that down. A Gray Rat was saying you should eat dried EDAMAME if you want a snack. Okay. Now I'm going to scroll back down. If you can enlighten me a little bit on that dried edam, whatever the heck it is, please do so. I like cookies with their coffee. Oh, yeah. I hear you, Transient Stacker. I hear you. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Grapes are good. I should grab some carrots right now. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, carrots are good. I like carrots. Yeah, I don't eat a whole lot of carrots, but I like carrots. Fancy Richard. Let's see. Plywood! Woo! How you doing, Plywood? Good to see you. Doing very well, Richard. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Grumpy's laid back. Yeah. I'm going to work on it, Plywood. I don't think you mentioned it yet, but I know you did my prior stream there. Yeah. You can see I haven't shaved in a day. I got to shave on the side here. The Fu Manchu. Me and Plywood thinking about having a contest. I think he's got me beat so far. He's got the long beard going on. Yeah, it's so white. We were talking about it the last time I was live. Oh man, you look at carrots too. Is here, I pro. I'm a cool wabbit. What? You just shaved today? Yeah, so far. Oh, let me tell you, my Fu Manchu is growing in pretty quick. I've only got I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks of letting it grow, I think. I can't believe how the last time I let my handlebars grow out like that, there was maybe just a few grays in them. They're almost like 90% gray. My mustache is about, well, let me try to look again. Yeah, I got more black in my mustache. But oh man, wow. There's some black. Not a whole lot. A little bit receding hairline. Salt and pepper through here. The top is nice. There's no gray in the top. And just right along there. About 50-50 here. It's about 90% black here. War is trying to get me to put a little just for men in my beard, I guess. I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't read it. It's backwards, anyways. Before you break into my house, stay outside and get right with Jesus. Tell him you're on your way. Woo! I believe in the Second Amendment. That's the only thing I ever say on my channel. That's wrong. I believe in the Second Amendment. That's all I can say. Oh, you can read backwards. What do you think of that side? Oh, man. It's good to have blonde hair. Yeah, those white hair blends in. Yeah, I'm starting to just finally, my eyebrows are nice and black, but I've probably got one or two stragglers that are gray coming in there now. Oh, man. How many more years do I got before I go white in my eyebrows? 5? I don't know. But this has turned into a long stream. I was only going to go on for maybe a half an hour. I was talking about maybe doing a fire pit live, but maybe not now. I know most of my wood is all wet. I bought a couple of bags of wood. The last time I went live, I think I did I burned one bag. All my wood that I have was all soaking wet because we've been getting rain up here 2-3 times a week. Downpours. Yeah, you trim down. That's what I usually do to Richard before I got the Fu Manchu going on. I got this little it's like a hair clipper, but it's not like for what do you call that? Them things, just hair clippers, I guess. You buzz your hair. Zzz. I put the 1/4 inch thing on it, and I usually just do my own hair all the time. 1/4 inch, zing it right up. And then I got these other ones that are just basically for doing your beard. These other little, like a mini one. I do my beard with it, my face. And sometimes maybe 2 or 3 times a week I'll run the razor over it, but for the most part I usually just zoom it with that. Oh, man. I guess probably tonight I probably won't do a fire pit live, not unless I do it late. I don't want to do it during Michael Stacken's live stream. He usually goes on at 10 o'clock. I'll probably pop in there. Maybe at 11 o'clock. Maybe 11 o'clock tonight. She's doing very well, thank you. Thank you, Richard. She's working right now. She works to midnight. Sometimes it's a little past. She's fortunate, though. She gets to work from home. She looks like a little mini dispatcher. 3 monitors in front of her and a laptop. A cat, too. So it can wait. Yeah. Every time I don't, it's sort of a joke, but every time I used to tell anybody I need to cut my hair, and they say, how about all the rest? Okay, yeah, I'll cut all my hairs. You might do it for Christmas. Yeah, I like wearing a hat. I don't know. 90% of the time, I always got a hat on. People used to have old wives' tale. Baldness runs on a lot of it comes from the female genes, but it runs on my dad's side of the family. Almost all the males on my dad's side, they're all bald completely. Even my brother, My oldest brother, the one that had the quadruple bypass, since he was like maybe 20 years old, he was just about pretty near bald. And I've got a full head of hair. It missed me. It missed me. I just got a little receding hairline there up towards my the top of my forehead, just on each side, just a little bit. Hey, buddy, turn your lights on. It's getting dark. Looks a lot lighter here in my camera, but it looks darker here. The sun is already down below the horizon. Yeah, 4 people, 14 likes. Uh, yeah, my father was balding, but my mom's father had a full head of hair, and so do I. Yeah, they say the baldness gene comes from the female side. My grandmother, my mom has a full head of hair. My grandmother was very thin on top. My on my mom's side. On my dad's side, my grandmother on my dad's side had a full head of hair, but all my uncles, all my uncles, and almost all my cousins, all my first cousins, were all pretty much bald. I mean, not complete, but the whole top of their heads, they were bald. It missed me. It hit my brother, my oldest brother, the next younger brother, which is only a year and a half older than I am. Um, he's a little thin up there, but he's got a lot more hair than my oldest brother. And then I got a jungle. I got a jungle up there. I have no problem. Um, Now my oldest son is thinning. He's 38 this year, and he's thinning. He's got a wicked receding hairline on the top, and he's thinning up on the top. Now my next youngest son, which is 36, he's got a whole head of hair. My daughter, my daughter, she's, well, let me think here. 36. She just turned 30 this year. 2016. Yeah, she turned 30 this year. She's 30, and she has a full head of hair. Got a good head and hairline is good. Oh, cool. Awesome. Awesome. For 41? Well, if you do now, you probably will in another 20 years. 19, then you'll be 60. If you got a good head of hair right now, you probably still will. Because a lot of times when you're thinning, you know, baldness is coming on. It'll start happening in your late teens, early 20s. It's funny because I just started getting gray hairs probably maybe hmm, just before I turned 50. I think just before I turned 50, I think when I was 48, 49, I didn't have a single gray hair in my body. Nowhere. Not in my beard, not in my mustache, no side, nowhere. I didn't have a single gray hair. And then it seems like when I hit 50, I start getting one or two. And every time I seen one, I'd pluck it out. But they say if you pluck it out, it makes them grow faster. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It's all hereditary. It's all in your genes. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Most people don't at that age, Richard. But I do know there are some people that I do know around your age that live here locally that are about in their early 40s like you, and they've got several. So it can happen. It can happen. Well, I'm trying to hang out here a little longer, just to see if Scrappy or Rockama stops in. I know they'll probably definitely watch it later. Mean Bean Deneen, my sister from Alaska. Woo! How you doing, Mean Bean Deneen? Well, I'll have to do a face reveal again. Better see how the birds Fu Manchu is coming on. Let me see. I think I missed something that Plywood had said. He said I had Widow's Peak. Oh, before he graduated high school. Wow. Wow. I've noticed the white hairs, but like I said, they're hard to see. Yeah, mixed in with the blonde hairs. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good cover up, right? Rough day for you, Deneen? You all right? Oops. I almost pressed the wrong button here. Yes, I am. I am. I work this week and work next week. I'm trying to post up little shorts and videos from our adventures from last week. I put up two today. One shows the cliffs of the uh, the Gulf where we went. That was pretty awesome there. I hopped in and out of the United States, hopped in Canada for a second or two, and hopped back in the United States, then hopped back into Canada. Let's see. Yeah, before it gets too dark, oh, you should still be able to see. I think you've seen me with the Fu Manchu, didn't you, Bean Deneen? Plywood, the Playboy. Now we know. Me and Plywood, I think, are going to do a little contest. I don't know. He would have to shave though before we did a contest because I think he's got a good head start on me. me and Plywood were talking about it a little while ago, but I think you already seen the Fu Manchu going on. Definitely have seen. Yeah, but have you seen me with the Fu Manchu mustache? I think you did. I think I showed it on one of my lives when you were there. I didn't shave yet today. I haven't shaved. It was a day before yesterday. I shaved, but not the Fu Manchu. So I do got a little bit of stubble going on. Yeah, but yeah, I got some. I gotta shave this and the sideburns. I think somebody was telling me about the sideburns go. I forget who it was. Might have been War. Yeah, I gotta shave the neck. I gotta come down through here and shave the stubble off. But and then are my original teeth. They're not false teeth. I don't have false teeth. I had to get a crown on one of my back molars not that long ago. Oh man. But yeah, I figured I'd give you a shot of the Fu Manchu. A lot of gray. A lot of gray. First time I let it grow in a long time. 50-50. Just a couple of small stragglers there. I got the little whiff going on there. I didn't do a very good job there. A little gray here, sister. Salt and pepper. Not bad for 60 though. Full head of hair up there. All right, that's enough of the face reveal. I got my new glasses. It ain't that great. You're even when I'm not. You're here even when you're not. You do? Yeah, you do too. Yeah, I think I seen from your picture you got a whole head of hair up there too. I think we're gonna be I think we're gonna be tied though for the 50-50. More like 90-10. Well, I'm talking 50-50 on the mustache. If that's what you're talking, 90-10, maybe. I got more black whiskers in my mustache than I do on my Fu Manchu on my chin. My chin is almost completely white. And 90 dark. 10 gray. 90 dark, 10 gray. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. On the head. Yeah. Almost 100% on the top though. Maybe it's because I wore the hat all the time. Maybe it's protecting. Maybe it's protecting it from the sunlight. Maybe it's the sunlight. Maybe it's the sunlight that's turning me gray. I wonder if that's a possibility. I doubt it. Poor Jackknife. Poor Jackknife, eh, Deneen? He's always missing out on my 3 buffaloes. He's got one of them. He's got one of my buffaloes. I had 5 of them in this stash. Still trying to remember who got the 5th one on that guy. I don't remember. But Jackknife had gotten one of these buffaloes. I got much more buffaloes. Yeah, I like the scent of silver too. That's why I carry them. It's almost like it's like a disease. I gotta have silver close to me. I carry these everywhere I go. 95% of the time. Yeah, I showed them earlier on the live stream. Oops. Upside down buffalo. But surprisingly, I carry them around. They're still in pretty good shape. They weren't toned before I started carrying them around. They were pristine. So I had 5 pristine buffaloes. And I was carrying them around. I used to jingle 5 of them. And then during one of my giveaways, Jackknife won one of them. And somebody else won the other one. I think I know who it went to. I'm not going to say, but Jackknife got one of them. Yeah, Jackknife. Well, he emailed me. I'm going to have to email him. Yeah, I have a problem with silver. I shouldn't have pulled it out because I pulled it out and I got to clang them around. Like carry them around with me. From one pair of pants to the next pair of pants and the next pair of shorts. Every day. Just like, I don't know, just like socks. You put a new pair of socks on, but I don't put a new pair of buffaloes. I just, same old buffaloes. Hi to Jackknife when you do talk to him. Yeah, I will. I don't have a number from him, but I do have an email that he's asked me not to give to anybody. So I have to respect him for that. But I have emailed him. It was probably a month ago, and he said to say hi to everyone. I'll probably, within the next week or so, next week I'm still helping out my neighbor at the warehouse. I did this week. And this weekend, weekends are always for me and Mrs. T-Bird, pretty much. Next week I'll be working, so maybe the following week I'll send him out an email. Woo! Liberty Bleeds. What's up, brother? Man, them are some awesome black caps you were picking the other day. I call them black caps. You were calling them blackberries, but black caps, blackberries, it's sort of the same thing. What I call blackberries are usually the black raspberries. Yeah, I seen a lot of your. I've been seeing a lot of your videos. I fell away from you there for a little bit, brother. Didn't mean to. Just things going on in my life. Where April and May, I fell away from everything. April and May, I think you know that. I enjoy a lot of the things that you've been showing in the videos and stuff. It reminds me a lot of my area here. Some of the trees are a little different. But it's really amazing you're having such an awesome time up there in Washington. It's really great to see. It's just so ironic that you've got a lot of the same trees that we've got. I think you've got a few different trees. It's awesome scenery up there near your mom's. There's a lot that I could show that I don't go to, like in the Adirondacks. I've gone to the Adirondacks, but certain places, like we went to that place in the Adirondacks. Let me scroll. My thing isn't scrolling. Yeah, thank you. Thank you if you're saying that to me, Liberty. You're a great friend as well. We got a lot of great friends that are out here. Transit. We got Plywood. We got Bean, Deneen, Transient. Yeah, we've had a lot. We also had Richard. Richard's a good friend as well. A lot of good people out here. You're all my YouTube brothers and sisters. I appreciate each and every one of you. But the black caps, it seems funny. I mean, you're pretty much along the same longitude as I am where your mom lives. So it makes sense where the blackberries are ripening about the same amount of time. And right now, the blackberries on the trails that I go on. They're for UTVs, they're for ATVs, they're for motorcycles, they're for dirt bikes. And the reason why I say motorcycles because just earlier this week when we were out there, I didn't catch the video on it, but we were up there again, and I did a few videos that I haven't even posted yet. But there was two real motorcycles that went down the trail. One of these trails for the four wheelers or UTVs or dirt bikes, that's what it's there for. And they actually have there's signs there for uh, how many miles it is to such and such a place. I can travel 40 to 50 miles on those. We have to cross certain areas on roads to get to the next pass, but usually in between two different roads, it's usually a couple of miles, 2 to 3 miles. And there's a shitload of black caps out there, blackberries. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It is totally unreal. You just saw a blueberry bush grow wild along the side of the freeway in Seattle. Yeah, we got so many blueberries up here. And a lot of times, if there's bedrock, any bedrock you come across, flat rock, bedrock, same thing, it's over 1 billion years old. A lot of people don't realize that. But most of the Adirondacks are made of that bedrock. And if I dropped two videos today, one shows the Gulf up there where the cliffs are, and those cliffs are all solid bedrock. And that whole area is all 1 billion years old. The rock is right to the surface, and the blueberries, there's something to do with the moss and the soil, the little bit of soil and the moss and everything, which blueberries love. And there's always blueberries there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you ever get up to New York, give me a call, brother. Give me a call. They're only 125s, 125cc dirt bikes, but I've got two of them. You can ride one, we can ride one, we can hit the trails. I've got trails all over the place here, brother. All over the place. I got the ATV, the four-wheeler. It's only two-wheel drive, though. It's not four-wheel. I got the Doom Buggy. I got the ATV. Oh, yeah, I already said the ATV. I got the UTV. That thing does 79 miles an hour. I'm a madman. I got a mini bike, but we don't want to drive the mini bike. Mrs. T-Bird might get upset. But I got the mini bike. I got two 125 dirt bikes. I got the Doom Buggy. I got the ATV. I got the UTV. And if that's not fast enough, I've got my Impala. Oh man. Thank God I don't have my Z28 anymore or my Trans Am. Woo! I'd get myself in trouble. Weigh 180 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, well, you probably got about maybe between 5 and 10 pounds on me then. 'Cause I was talking about it earlier. Me and Transient. I think he was saying he's like 6'3" and he's 230-ish. And I said that's not too bad for being 6'3" because I'm only 5'8", and I'm about a $1.65. I fluctuate between $1.67 and $1.64. Occasionally, it's been a while since I've hit $1.80. But you know, let me see. The chat is starting to roll around. Yeah, you picked the blueberries in Georgia. Georgia blueberries. Oh yeah, wild is always the best way to get wild blueberries. No, I didn't see Rockamoss either. I haven't seen her. I didn't see her. Did she pop in here? I'm scrolling back, so I'm missing some of the chat. I'm trying to. I can see pretty good because I'm close to my phone, but I didn't see Rocka. Oh, for you, bird's the word. Woo! Oh, mean is saying, she's saying bird's the word for Rocka. Yeah, I haven't seen Rockamoss tonight. That's a little odd. I know she hadn't been feeling very good. Ding, 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 she's alive. Let's see. Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you'll ever get up this way, but if you ever do, anywhere within several hundred miles of New York, you better look me up, brother. You better look me up. we could really have some freaking fun, man. Because I'm sort of retired. I'm only helping out. Yeah, you should lose 10 pounds or more. Maybe, but it's not bad. Transient. Man, you're 6'3". Just work on that gut health, like I said, a little bit. She's out there. She's never active. She's active in Comington. She's active in Comington. That's out because usually Rakamas is always the very first one that usually pops in my live. Usually, 99% of the time. Yeah, New York, one of the highest of two states I know, California and New York, highest paying taxes. Death and taxes. We talked about it earlier, didn't we, Transient Stacker? We were talking about retire and drown our whether we to draw at 62 or 67. I'm drawing at 62. It all depends on your financial situation, but you're going to draw for 5 years sooner. Big deal. Why wait another 5 years and draw another $700-800? Big deal. You'll draw it for 5 years sooner if you can financially afford to. Unfortunately, some people can't, I guess. But I've had a strategy since I was maybe 16 years old. I always look for next year, 5 years down the road. Your aunt used to live upstate New York. Awesome. Remember running around, having fun, running around the woods on her land? Yeah. Who loves you, brother? Who loves you? Let's see. Yeah, it's getting pretty dark out here. It just amazes me how my phone. I mean, this Motorola phone that I have got a very good back camera, and I don't know why all of a sudden it went blurry. It was maybe trying to focus in on something. Roll call cabin. Woo! Reconnecting. Why did it reconnect? Am I live? I need 5x5. I don't know why I disconnected for a minute. I need a 5x5. Can you guys still see me and hear me? Oh, my nighttime light just came on. Yeah, that's how dark it's getting. It's automatic. It'll shut off in a few seconds. Okay, thank you, Deneen. Thank you. Let's see. Always good to see you. Take it at 62. Absolutely, roll call cabin. Take it at 62. You're going to take it for 5 years sooner. Because, like I said, it's like death and taxes. You don't know. You don't know when your time is up. You have no idea. I give this scenario and then say if by chance you die at 68. If you wait till you're 67, you're only going to draw for a year. If you take it at 62, well, then you've got it for 6 years. You've drawn it for 6 years. You paid in, but it all depends on your financial situation. But since I've been like around somewhere between 16 and 18. I mean, even before that, but when I was 16, I started thinking, where do I want to be? I think when I was about 18, it was just shortly after my accident. Then when I got hit by a van, I broke my neck in 2 places, my neck in 2 places, my back in 2 places, my right pelvis, my right knee, because I was walking across the road and I stepped out of a vehicle where I couldn't see anything coming. As soon as I stepped out, the guy crossed the double-celled yellow line, was going 55, and I got slammed at 55. You might have heard this. I've talked about it before. I was too good to go to hell, and I was too bad to go to heaven. Either that or I had some kind of purpose to do. Rakamas, there she is. I knew if I hung out long enough, you'd be here. You were usually first all the time. Where you been, sister? Woo! See? She came because of me. She came because of me, Deneen. Okay, both of us, me and LBS. She had to be here. Yeah. I was trying to hold off to show you this awesome blueberry Dunkin' Donuts coffee I got at Dunkin' Donuts. I already ate the sandwich. Yeah. And I was going to tell you that They had real blueberries. They put real blueberries in my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Big ones too. Where'd my spoon go? This was for you, Rakamas, and woo! Check out those blueberries. This is a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. No, that was staged. They don't put real blueberries in there. Oh, you put the word out. They're the bird. Okay, awesome. Well, that's the thing, Rock. I don't really have a schedule. I used to have a schedule. It was after Michael Stackings, after midnight. But I used to always go on after midnight, and for a 2-week period, I'd change my shift because they had asked me to, and I couldn't for 2 weeks. And then I came back. I sort of lost that spot, which I didn't, and I shouldn't. But nobody owns an actual slot or a time out there. You just go on. And a lot of times I go on anywhere from, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the evening Eastern Standard to about 7-ish. Sometimes I do the T-Bird Live, so I try to just go on when and if I can. I mean, there are times where if I do happen to pop on, I do try to, if there's somebody else out there I notice, I'll hop on their live. But if I don't, I apologize. I don't. I just go on. I don't have a certain set time. I mean, I'm so busy in my life with Mrs. T-Bird and my life, and when I work or when I don't work, and I life happens. I can just do what I can when I can. I mean, I am semi-retired in a way, so let's see. You think of a better way to start inspired? I can't. But it's always good to see you. I'm gonna grab a sound bite of T-Bird saying, "Whoo!" Sound bite for the alarm. Woo! Oh man, that's funny. You say you don't want to. Maybe I could send you a text. Say, hey, Rock, I'm going on. You. Oh, there goes my light. Like I said, it only stays on for a certain time until I reactivate it again. Let me reactivate it. No, the bad part about it is I reactivated my light by moving. I probably hit my I probably sent off my camera. I was talking to Transient Stacker, and I did buy some of these genetically engineered blueberries. I don't got any more blueberries that we picked, but these are the big bad boys. I was talking about when you, to get all the stuff off them, don't rinse them in cold water, rinse them in hot water. It takes all the stuff off them, but these are some wicked. I'll eat a whole container of these, almost one a day. Let's see. Walk over there and raise your hand. Wait a minute now. Hold on. I'm missing something. Wait. Just pretext. Send them your number. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a few of yours. Almost everybody that's chatting right now, I have your telephone numbers. I don't got transients, but I don't want to say whose I got and whose I don't got. But a lot of you that are here, I do got your numbers. There's only a handful of you that do. I think there's 5 or 6 people, subscribers of mine, that actually have my cell phone number. Have you ever watched any of my lives yet? Have you seen a face reveal yet? Liberty Bleeds. I don't know. Rakamas, and I think it was a few others. I did a thing to do with the mustache, clean shave, or Fu Manchu. Denine's already seen my Fu Manchu on this live. Hope you didn't get mine off the bathroom wall. No, I didn't. I didn't, brother. Didn't never seen it off the bathroom wall. I do the nature thing. I got plenty of land to do the nature thing. There's no walls back there, brother. The only bathroom I use is my bathroom here in my home. I've been on here long time, long time, 2 hours and 10 seconds now. I was saying I'm going to stay on here until either Rackamas or Scrap Metal Racing comes on. I said I don't know where they are. I go usually Rackamas is the first one. I mean usually I believe you have to get notification because usually after I don't know the first 15 20 seconds, boom, there you are. There you are. Watch any what? Please say that again. Okay, I don't know if you've seen any of my lives doing a face reveal yet. I've been doing a lot of face reveals lately. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen me with the. You might have seen me with a face reveal, yes, but I don't know if you've seen me with the growing out the handlebars. And it was part of Rockamas and Scrap Metal Racing. I did a vote on whether it should be just a mustache or clean shave or do the handlebars. And I showed earlier tonight. Me and Plywood. I'm saying it. He's not so much saying it, but I think we might got a competition going on. But he's got a head start on me. Yeah, scrap metal is awesome. Same thing you talked about on your live the other day about him sending you stuff. He does the same thing to me all the time. I love it. It's great. With the same video, dang light. This same video that he sent you, that you showed in your live stream, he sent to me. Yeah, he did. I don't have my other device here, so I can't show you. But if I did, I could show you. Thank you. Thank you for putting down roll calls, Cabins. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to Roll Call, go check him out. Give him a sub, a like. Tell him Liberty Bleeds sent you. Okay, tell him Liberty Bleeds through T-Bird's Live sent you. Yeah. Woo! You got to hear that echo. Woo! 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 You hear the echo? Okay, face reveal. Liberty's got to see the handlebars, so does Rockama to see where I'm at. I haven't. No, man, now you can't see because I got the light. Oh man, how can I do this? How can I do this? You can't see it because now I got no. I don't know how you can see it. Oh, I can't see it. What the heck? You know, I did notice, Liberty. I have not seen you with your T-Bird hat lately. Where have you been with your T-Bird hat? I know you got. Oh, wait, there. Look at. You can see the white. See, Deneen? It's much darker on the stash. It's almost totally white on the handlebars. I just gotta shave tonight on the sides. Oh, I know you still got your hat. I know you do. Yeah, Scrap Metal Racing now has a hat. Yes, he does. Look at that. I look evil. Look at from my phone. The glowing eyes. That's the bird. Oh man. Yeah, I am a little frosty there, brother. I got a whole head of hair that's all nice and dark on top. A little salt and pepper on the sides. Mustache is 50-50. It's like 90-10 here. 90% gray. It's the handlebars are going down the neck too. But I gotta shave. I gotta touch it up here a little bit. This is why I shave exactly. Well, you got a year on me, I think, roughly. I think. And I just joined the 60 club this year. Now, if only I could figure out how to keep this and breathe fire. I could. I got the lighter for it. You ever take the lighter and inhale the lighter? And I'm sure you've done that before in the day. I know you have. Wait till you see a few of the videos that I post. You ought to see. I know we were talking on one of your live streams when I was on there. We were talking about you were talking about doing the acid and other stuff, and I said mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms is what I used to do. Never did the acid. Never did the acid. I love the shrooms, and it was just like back in the day where I did shrooms and they're hallucinogenics, and the telephone poles came over and they touched the road and they were kissing the road. You remember we were talking? You were talking about that. I don't know if I'd mentioned that. But, back when I was a late teen, early 20s, I loved mushrooms. I always loved mushrooms, but these were hallucinogenic mushrooms. But the telephone poles are standing up and they bent over and touched the ground. T-Bird's about ready to breathe fire. I could do it, but I don't want to. Maybe after I shave this, I don't want to catch us on fire. Not on a live stream, brother. But wouldn't that be cool? The way the lights going off my glasses, T-Bird blowing out flames like that. Okay, that's enough. Okay, I'm going back. Somebody's going down my road. Yeah, and check out those lights. Tell them what it is, Deneen. Tell them what those lights are. Even at nighttime, 2 hours from now, even 3 hours and 4 hours from now. That's completely. That's northeast. That's northeast over there. That's almost true north right there. And that's more over a little northwest of me, more towards where Deneen lives, way up in Alaska. What is it? Why is it so light up there, up the north? Look out west. That's out west where the sun's setting. But the sun is over there. I'll let you there. No, they're not northern lights. You're still getting light. You're still getting the sun 24/7, aren't you? I don't think you've got any nighttime yet. Light till about 10 o'clock p.m. now. It's still pretty late up north. All right, I'm having my final cigarette of the day. I'm still on 3 a day, but I'm supposed to be down to 2. Let me kick the lights back on. I don't know. I was going to do a fire pit live, but not anymore. Too dark. I don't even know what time it is. Let me try to think. Let me try to guess because I don't have a watch. I don't wear a watch. I can't see my time on my phone. What time was it when I started the live stream? 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. It's got to be 8:37 right now. I'm guessing. I'm totally guessing. 8:37. Because around this time, around 8:30ish, it's almost dark. So I'm saying it's either 8:37 at the earliest and 8:44 at the latest. Rakamas? Smoke them if you got them. Yeah, smoke them if you got them. That's it. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, this is so bizarre that it only shows one person in my chat. I got 15 likes, one person. 8:44. Dang. Woo! I did say 8:44 at the latest, didn't I? And I don't have a watch, honest to God. I swear in all my children's life and Mrs. T-Bird's life. I don't have a watch. I have no idea. I'm just guessing from about the amount of time that I've been live streaming and what it looks like where I'm sitting from my perspective and about the time that I went on because I don't remember. It was somewhere between 20 after 6 and 20 of 7, somewhere around there when I hopped on. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Yeah, that'd be a good song for the 60-second thingy. 8:45 now. Woo! ISRM. Anybody notice the phone knows what you about the other day? Yes, I have noticed because Google is listening. Google is listening. Your phones are listening to you. Your TVs are listening to you. Turn that dang light on. There we go. There we go. Okay. I don't even know where the heck I gotta stay. I don't know where I gotta stay. Woo! Can you see the face reveal now? You can see the beard? Yeah. Was I in the camera's view or no? I don't know. Yes, they are ISRM. 10 years ago. Not as much. Not as much as today, though. There's nothing that gets by anything. You can talk on your cell phone. If you say the wrong thing, you say something, Big Brother in the sky is going to know. You know, it's really odd. No matter what, like even now, if I'm on my phone, if I go to Google and if I Google something about whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, next time I go on my TV and if I go to YouTube, all these ads pop up about whatever I was maybe searching for automatically. If I'm talking, oh, dang light, come on, stop it. I wish I was at my fire pit and I wish I had some dry wood because that light's going to keep going off. I got it on a sensitivity thing. But if I'm talking about something, I can't give you an idea, but it just happened. It's happened to me twice so far. I don't even got to be touching anything on Google or on my phone. But if I'm talking about something in particular, I don't know, it's not the right thing, but say if I'm talking about GM cars or GM trucks or something like that, I was talking about something like that, and I wasn't even on my phone. My phone was on and active. But the next thing, I think that's a GM truck with a loud exhaust. But if I was talking along that line about something, and next thing I know, I started getting ads and stuff about that. That was so bizarre, and it's happened to me twice. What do you mean, okay, you'll be quiet now? You don't need to be quiet. Yeah, they are listening, Roll Call Cabin. I've been missing stuff. Let's see, I have the same shirt. I know you do, brother. You're the very first one that ever received a T-Bird shirt and a T-Bird hat. You're the first one. And I know during that live stream, I think you missed it because you ended it. You were talking about I mean, you know, me being the king of swag and all that stuff. And I had mentioned what if you were telling everybody about the Griffin that I had sent you and all that and whatnot. And I had said to you, what about the little silver heart where I poured my heart out with a little silver sword? You forgot to mention that one, but you ended your live before you seen it, I think. Yeah, the pores. You still got that? You were showing some of your poured stuff. I think that was got to be the coolest 999 silver shot. I was pouring my heart out, and I made something. I could have remelted it, but then I thought of you. I thought of you and a little dagger, and I didn't have any red, so I kind of marked it up with some red Sharpie to where like the heart was. What the heck is that? I don't think I can zoom in. I'm looking at my hedgerow. I see a light. Oh, what the heck is that? I wonder if that's a border patrol. Oh, I can't. My phone won't let me zoom in. Dang it. No, it's gone. It's a helicopter. It's got to be border patrol. It was up over there next to that dead tree in between the very lowest part. But anyways, I think that was the coolest little piece I've ever poured. It didn't come out right, but that's what I got. That's what I got, and I was going to remelt it, and I didn't. And I decided to send it to you because it seemed to be fitting for you. But I did use a red Sharpie to color it for the blood. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I haven't been sending out. It's been months since I've sent out any of my swag, and I think you're the only one so far, besides one other person in that scrap metal racing, that's got my newest magnet, the one of the white magnets. I haven't sent out hardly any of those. I've got a lot of different people that I've got to send some stuff out to. And I was talking about plywood. Plywood recently sent me some of his stickers, and I told him that I would send him out a T-Bird swag that I know he doesn't got, and a magnet. It probably won't be until next week, till after I'm done helping my neighbor at their warehouse. I'm running their warehouse for him. Yeah, what? I'm going to send you a magnet too, Raka. A new magnet. I've had it for a while, but it's a newer T-Bird magnet. It's a white one. It says "Bird's the word" on it. You haven't got that one. I think you got one of my original magnets. Yeah, you forgot about magnets. Yeah, you got at least two of my magnets, maybe three. I do have the original. The very first magnet I got was a T-Bird 54. It's a limited edition, never to be made again. I think you got that one. And you got my next magnet. And then you have my final magnet. I got three different magnets. Yeah, die cut magnets. Yeah, you should have three different types of magnets for me. And I think you're the only one that's got all three of my magnets. I don't even think Scrap Metal Racing has my. I'm very limited on the magnets on the T-Bird 54. Scrap Metal Racing is definitely going to be getting a T-Bird 54 magnet. And I'm not all about the gauze anymore. If I was monetized and I was making money, yeah, I would. And I don't even, I'm like you, Liberty. I don't care if I ever get monetized again or not. I don't care. It's the subscribers that I love and I care for that are always here for me. And I you don't need to. I will still send you guys things. You don't have to win on a GA for me to send you something. You know, just like Rakamas. I'm going to send you a Christmas card this year, Rakamas. I can't remember if I'd sent you one this last Christmas or not. I know I'd sent some to a few subscribers that had sent me stuff, and I've got return to sender because they changed their PO box, and I don't understand why I didn't go from one PO box to the other one. Periodically, will I do a GA? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I only got one coffee cup left. I think you all seen the swag that I sent to Scrap Metal Racing not that long ago. Of course, he sent me something. I sent him something back. I sent him some love back. He got one of my T-Bird coffee mugs, and they're nice coffee mugs. They were expensive ones. I had them specially made. Yes, they're good quality coffee cup. I spent some good money on them. Could I got something cheaper? Yes, I probably could have. I could have got a lot more. Yeah, she's got some of my swag. She's one of my gods, and I sent her a magnet, and I sent. Yeah, you even got a tattoo. Yeah, you got my tattoo. You're the only one that's got my tattoo. Dang it. If I had my other light here, I could set that stupid sensor to where it would never go off, but I don't want it that way. Yeah, I don't got that many magnets. I think I only or tattoos. I think I only got like 8 of them. I got 10 of them, I think. Yeah, you're the one out of everybody that you've got almost everything that I've gotten. Liberty, you got almost everything. You got copper fours, you got silver fours, you got all the magnets, you got all the swag, you got everything. You want to see something I picked up today at work? I didn't even think about this because I picked them up. I like collecting everything and anything. Are you guys going to be able to see this? I found this nice, cool silver rock. You can't see the sparkles on it, though. I love collecting rocks, too. No, you can't. The silver crystalline isn't even coming out. Oh. And every time I stand up, you're probably hearing a bzz, bzz. It's my alarm. But I did find this quartz rock. And somewhere on this quartz rock, there's a little hint of gold in it. I can't remember where the heck it is. You might not be able to see it. Right there. Yep, right there. in the daylight, it shines yellow brassy gold. But there's two little hints of gold in that quartz rock. Because you get veins in quartz. When we were out on the Gulf area, I came across this huge. I'm going to stand up one more time just to make sure that thing doesn't deactivate again. But me and my brother-in-law had came across this quartz rock, and it was at least 2 feet, 2.5 feet in length by about a 1.5 feet wide, and about 20 inches of it was sticking out of the soil. It was solid quartz. It had veins in it, but I couldn't see any gold veins. Now, gold notoriously runs in quartz a lot of times. And if there's iron in it, sometimes there's iron in it. And quartz rocks, gold a lot of the times, not always, will follow the iron inside of quartz. Let's see on flip flops. Gotta scroll back. Yeah, they are. I've looked at mugs. Yes, very expensive. Yes, but you can buy the cheaper type mugs. Do you know how to post a letter with no stamps? Free postal style. Free postal style. No, I do not. Need to throw some cash into the T-Bird slush fund to get one of those. Yeah, I think the only thing you don't have of mine, LBS, is the coffee mug. I've only got one left. I didn't get many of them. Yeah, it is a nice piece of quartz. This is gonna piss me off. Oh, let me see if I can't set that to where it doesn't shut off. Let's see, high, low, automatic, dim, dusk. No, it's on the maximum. What the heck? High. I'm messing with my light. Hold on. I can't see it because it's too dang bright. I'm probably setting off. Yeah, I'm setting off my freaking camera too. Every time if you hear bzz, bzz, I'm mumbling. I know. I'm sorry. I had my back turned. I was trying to fix the light so it doesn't keep shutting off. But in the Gulf area, we came across this huge rock, and it was solid quartz. It was the biggest piece of quartz I've ever seen in my life. It probably had to weigh anywhere from 400 to 500 pounds. I didn't do a video on it, but if I go back up there, I'm going to bring a sledgehammer and I'm going to try to knock some pieces off it to see if I can't break a few pieces to get into the heart of it, because it's got veins, but there's not veins of gold or anything. But I did have this cool piece of quartz that I found today. Like I said, that's got two little spots of gold in it. Right there, and right there. I'm debating. I didn't see anything more on it, but I'm debating whether to bust that open, see if there's any more gold inside of it. That's got to be driving you guys nuts, because it's driving me nuts. Oh man. Well, the only other thing I can do is pick up the whole thing and go inside the house. I've been streaming now for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Wherever you want the letter to go, right in the small print at the top of the left, focus address in the center, no stamp, magic. Wherever you want the letter to go, right in the small print at the top left, bogus address in the center, no stamp. Oh, I see. Return to sender. No proper postage. Return to sender. I think I hear what you're putting down. No, I've never tried that. I'm gonna try to pick this up because that light's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna carry this into the T-Bird lounge real quick. I got a mess out here. My snack. But I got to get stuff off from the laptop stand. I'll maybe stay on another 10 minutes, maybe, and start saying goodbye to you. But I'm not going to keep messing around with that light. And I kind of ran from one thing to another, to another, to the next. It, like I said, I don't care whether I ever get monetized again or not. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. You guys got to go out. Hurry up. Last call. Well call. There you go. Go on, Jax. You go. Go on. Now get out of there. Come on, Molly Bear. Molly Bear, you can go out too. You gotta go out? No? Hurry up. Come on. Come on. Go on. Keep going. All right. Let's see. Give me a second here. Boom. Boom. Woo. There we go. All right. Like I said, turn a few lights on in here. Now finish it in here. I don't know if I'm zoomed in or zoomed out. Oh, I don't got none of my. Oh, I just got one. T-Bird Lounge. I get the bar all set up. The OBS. Get the bar all set up. Dirt bikes, the bar, the jukebox, the slot machine, the Pac-Man. Now it says people. People hate receiving them because it looks like they're silly to post. Man, or they can't even use the postal system properly. That's really interesting. Well, I can see what time it is. 9:06, if that time is correct. Let's see. Who's up for a little slot machine action? But yeah, I will eventually at some point in time probably do a giveaway, but for a lot of my subscribers, if whoever sends me, anybody that sends me any swag or poker chips, I'm going to return the favor. I have several stuff to send out. I mean, there will come a time I might even do some auctions on some of my pours. I have given out multiple pours just to certain subscribers as gifts. I ain't gonna mention who or whatever, but sometimes they're a trade and sometimes they're just gifts. What's a biz? Oh, that's my puppy dog setting off my alarms. 9:03. Yeah, my clock might be a little bit fast on the wall. Did you see the gear clock? Mrs. T-Bird had me put up some lights on it. The one that we bought each other for our anniversary. I gotta fix the time on it. It's not right. But she had me put some LED lights on it. I can do different things with it. I love the lights. Oh, there's Chloe. Yeah, we got lights on our bar. LED lights on the all over there. The records. Neon lights. Tiki bar. Arcade. You ever win anything out of your slot machine? Yeah, it's tokens. I got a whole mess of tokens. This will accept silver 90% coins. It doesn't accept Canadian money. Canadian money it rejects. American quarters that are clad it rejects. The silver quarters, 90%ers, it takes it. But these are all tokens. But this is a real slot machine. It is a genuine real slot machine. It's an antique. And these are the tokens. These are the tokens that it takes, that it accepts. And I do have one T-Bird thing in there. I don't want to alter it. I can put a one-arm bandit on it if I wanted to, but I don't want to alter it. Oops, sorry. You guys can't see that, can you? No dartboard? Yeah, I got a dartboard. I got it out in my garage. Um, Dang, honey. I late for 5 minutes and you're sitting at a slot machine. What the? What? Ha! You didn't see me go to Nevada? You didn't see me go to Nevada? I took the express flight. Liberty didn't see me go to Nevada. Woo! Oh man, I just got a replay. Dang it. Nothing. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why I'm not winning. I had reset it. Hold on. Yeah, I got the keys to Vegas, baby. Let's set that. Let's set up the. Let's set it up to where it pays out a little better. Oh, let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, no, I gotta shut it off first. And that. Turn on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try those odds. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Yep. No, I just gotta load it back up. Out of the hopper, baby. Out of the hopper. Can't do that in Las Vegas, can you? Yeah, slot machine tech. I'm a master of all. I do it all, brother. Electrician, slot machines, computers, rigging things. You name it, I can do it. Yeah. If you live closer, I could help you do sheetrocking or painting. I've done everything to do with a house. I think you do a lot of that stuff as well. I can do electrical. I can do plumbing. I can do drywall. I can build anything out of wood. I've done floors, tile floors, carpet floors, hardwood floors. I've done a lot of my work in my own home here. My own electrical, my own hardwood floors. I rigged the slot machines. Now the payout should be better here now. Maybe I should win them. Wait a minute now. That's just a replay. I think I should have got something for that besides the replay. Come on. Be good to me. Oh, he missed. Liberty Blades even missed me doing the one-handed hit on the slot machine or the jukebox to get it to turn on. I just didn't put the music on because I don't want to be. I don't want them to. The music came on, then they might mark me for it. I don't know. But does it matter? If I play music, if I was to play music, if I was to play music like that from that, would they scrutinize me for it? Would they scrutinize me for it, Liberty? Would they? If I played that music like that? I don't know if they would or not. I'll keep it turned down though. Okay. We got to hit something here. On this phone, it's autocorrect. Yeah, dang that autocorrect. Do you ever try using the speech to text at all, Rockamas? Let's see. Yep, smile. Here comes the camera lady. Dutch Murphy, how you doing? Sorry I didn't say hi to you. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Dutch Murphy. The change girl? No. No, I wish that change girl would bring me a drink. Let me see if I can't go find that change girl. Gotta go find it. Come on. Oh, there it is. I didn't put the T-Bird on top of there yet, though. I gotta get the T-Bird in there. It's the way different than Motorola. Yeah, I like the Motorola's. I really do like those ones. Okay, let me go look for that change girl. She's got my drink. Where's the change girl? Change girl. Yeah. No. She gave me this little tiny bottle. She said she was too busy. She gave me this little tiny bottle. Change girl did. Back to one person in the chat. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How you doing, Snakebite? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'll probably only be on here. Let me see. I'll cut it off at 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let's say 10 more minutes. And then I'll start saying goodbye to everybody. I've been on quite a long time. Really wish I would have been out by the fire. You guys are a little too close here. Oopsie. How'd I do that? Dang it. There we go. We could play Pac-Man. I know I switched the payout. Come on. Yeah, but I won some pretty good jackpots on here. Judgment. Just a replay. The Fool. Well, I don't ever win on the Fool. I did this time. 10 credits. I've won 380 credits on a jackpot spin several times. I might have set it on the wrong payout. I'd have to open it back up and reset it. But it's better than the first one. Replay. This is what's all going to be on the party bus one of these days. Self-assembly nano, camera assembly in your eyeball, live to be a cloud, sensory, algorithm, gaslighting, and rubbing your loss in body integrity. Let's see. Plywood, awesome. Thank you so much for dropping his link. OBS. Here's your phone, knows your thoughts. Is, okay. Self-assembly nano camera assembly in your eyeball. Live to the cloud. Yeah, live to the cloud. I want to get the tour bus someday. Let's see here. Okay, getting it all set up. I gotta work on that payout. I think I got the wrong payout. But this is going on the tour bus someday. I haven't hit nothing except for 10 credits and replays. I'm looking for a jackpot. Oh man, just not my night. Do you have a jukebox hero on that jukebox? Jukebox hero? No, I don't got a jukebox hero on that one. I'd have to change it. It's an old jukebox though. I got that slot machine. I got another slot machine as well. That's not in here. I got the Pac-Man. I got pinball. You've seen the pinball. I don't got it on right now. This is an electronic one though. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna play a game of Pac-Man. After I get done doing one game of Pac-Man, I'll shut it off without turning that. It must be unplugged. Dang it. Oh man. Nope. It takes a little bit for it to come on. It's an electronic pinball. I've got over 50 different games on it. And it looks real. I've got another. There's a antique pinball that I'm going to be buying that I want to buy. I still got to talk to the guy. I'm doing gray. I don't care. Woo! Yeah, but there's over 50 different games. I'd have to raise this up. Let me see if I can't raise it up a little bit. See if I remember how to operate it. I haven't played this in a while. Which game did I like? Strike? Was it this one? Maybe. Yeah, I haven't played this in a while. Oh man, look at the screen back there. Oh, can't see me now. Live action. Live action. I said a minute ago. Good to see you, man. So when is the first exclusion on the T-Bird Party Bus tour? When we get it. I've already looked at 2 different buses and I wasn't happy with them, but within 2 years I'm going to be getting one. Let's see. Let me just start this for a second here. This is so realistic too. It's an electronic one. Why isn't my other flipper working? Oh, there it goes. I'm not going to play this forever because I want to go do the one Pac-Man thing. Oh. Almost lost it. This has over 50 games on it. I got the rubber. In between the things, it's got a little rubber that'll bounce if I let it hit. I'm going to let this go to the gutter though. I could play this for an hour probably if I wanted to. I'm up in the top hand corner. You gotta smash the pins up at the top, but you use the flippers to get all the pins down. Ice cubes last longer. Share Bear, woo! Share Bear stopped in here. I missed her. No, I don't see her. Wait a minute here. I feel bad if I didn't say hi to her. Oh, yeah, let go. I must have got a gutter ball. Let's go over to play one game of Pac-Man, and then I'll let everybody go. I didn't see Share Bear. I know Plywood said hi, Share Bear. She must be out here. Always good to see Share Bear. Yep, I'll be me and Miss Seabird in a few years' time. We'll be cruising the country in a tour bus. I seen one today, but I didn't have any slide outs, so I'm looking to get one of those slide outs. Look at the reflection there, buddy. Well, I'm gonna have to shut off the light, especially this one. Play one quick game of Pac-Man, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys. I used to know a pattern way long ago. Back in the day. I don't remember what that pattern is. I want to get that cherry. All 4. Woo! See, LBS, motorcycles, Pac-Man. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. No, maybe not. I want to get that cherry. The heck with a ghost. Oh! Almost. Almost bit it. Oh. Dang it. Oh, oh, wow. Tell me the bird didn't get lucky several times. Oh, man. Did you guys see that? I'm going to go get the dots. I want to make it to the second board. Woo! Terrific, Tom. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh. Never a dull moment here. I gotta get the strawberry. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. See, that was a mistake. I knew it. I knew it. One play we could. Well, I'm gonna after I finish this. Oh, I'll start saying goodbye. I could go. I got Dig Dug on here. Multiple different games. Kinky's hot on my trail. I want that strawberry, but that was suicide. That was suicide. He's gonna turn back around. I'll at least clear this board, maybe. I'll get a few goals so I'm at it. I got next man. I don't think I can. No, I'm not gonna have time to get him. Okay, I'm trying to take care. Liberty Bleeds, appreciate it. The chase. Oh man. It's the light in the kitchen. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, ISRM. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just going to go ahead and eat up these. Eat these up. And I'll try to say goodbye to you guys as I go. I'm not going to finish this game board. I'm just going to kind of go through it and eat those. After I end the live stream, I can play a serious game. I wonder if I can clear this board. Nope. I got one more man. Okay. Have a good one, Roll Call. Take care. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Roll Call Cabin. Thank you, Liberty Bleeds. Thank you, Terrific Tom, ISRM, Rakamas. Appreciate you, Dean Deneen. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Snakebite. At 63, I don't have a rat's ass anymore. I missed that. Yeah, that's cool. I hear you. I hear you. Snakebite. Thank you so much, Terrific Tom. I don't know who else we got here left that's still in that didn't say goodbye. Oh, Rakamas was in here. Woo! Mean Deneen. Rakamas. My two favorite girls. Woo! Alrighty, Bird's Word. Take care. Maybe we'll catch you out there tomorrow. I'll put a few more posts out. I put 2 out today. Alrighty, have a great night, you guys. Happy Friday. Yeah. All right. T-Bird out. In 5. There you see. Read on it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. T-Bird out. Woo.